found something. Buenos Aires International Airport this morning. Now watch this.
Heralds.
Trail ends at the airport, but turns out that a top Providence operative owns a vineyard in the area. Don Yates, of infamous New York law firm Morgan, Yates & Cohn. And get this, is hosting his retirement party today.
She's infiltrated them. She's sending a message. She needs my help.
Could have fooled me.
You don't know her.
Anyway, if you're going after her, you'll need to deal with the Herald. Her name's Tamara Vidal, former CIA asset and political firebrand. She's a master of surveillance and the Constant's most trusted aide. She'll have eyes everywhere. You won't get far as long as she's in the game.
Why are you telling me this? I thought you were out.
Yeah. Old habits, I guess. Anyway, I need to go. See you around, 47.
No, you won't.
Because you're not an idiot. Let's just humor him. Yates likes his little games. Don't be long.
You got my message.
You'd never get caught on camera. Not unless you wanted to be seen. So what's the play?
You're not the only one who's been busy, 47. I'm this close to becoming the next Constant. I'll be able to dismantle Providence from the inside. Only one man stands in my way. Don Yates. That weasel was the partner's legal counsel for years. He's the top candidate. But remove him from the playing field.
It won't work. If Edward suspects...
I will convince him you acted alone. Retaliation for Gray. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
The Herald, Tamara Vidal. She has eyes everywhere, and they're all fixed on you. The plan won't work unless we take her out.
She never leaves my side for long. Whatever your plan is, I'll help you if I can.
You're sure about this?
As sure as I'll ever be. Here, I got... Come find me when it's done. Good luck, 47.
Oh my gosh, be careful. The ground's super loose here. If we fall, we're going to seem like such idiots.
Ready, Pam? 3, 2, 1, and...
For more than 2 decades, New York-based law firm Morgan, Yates &
Is there any room left? Couldn't even park a bicycle down here. They should have hired someone. idea from there.
Or maybe the alien showed us how to do it.
The rich scratch their asses too when they think nobody's watching.
Don't be crazy. Pay attention. Yates wants us on high alert.
We've been at this for months. Ever since the 1% killings began. Nothing's gonna happen.
I know. When you start thinking like that, that's when it does.
Who are we on the lookout for anyway?
Yates didn't say. Just a standby for a picture ID and a kill order.
Fine. I'll just practice my lip reading.
Don Yates has the snipers on high alert. They await a picture ID and kill order from the guards on the ground. Yates himself is clearly off limits, but Tamara Vidal is a different matter.
Sure they're up for this? I don't want to piss off someone who could take my head off from 1,000 yards away. They're bored out of their wits.
Go on, just pick something. It'll be fun.
Okay.
Falcon, I have a target request.
Standing by for visual ID. Use your camera. Over.
Falcon, I have a visual. Sending it now. Over.
I see it. Standing by for kill order. Over.
Take the shot.
Target is down. Over.
Falcon, sending target ID. Over.
Confirmed. Do I take the shot? Over.
Take the shot. Over.
Target is down. Over.
Falcon, I'm sending a visual ID of the target. Over.
Copy that. Standing by for the go order. Over.
Take the shot. Over.
Target is down. Over.
You ever been into done?
But if he's leaving Morgan Yates and Cone, it's because he has a better option.
Hola, señor.
Thank God it's finally in. One of the most gifted filmmakers.
I've been meaning to ask if you could connect me with your portraitings. That cubist image of my parents is transfixing. I haven't been able to stop thinking.
Sir?
Feel bit of beer. Regular jack.
I take it you heard about Reggie West's hit and run? Nasty business.
Corvo, got a message from the boss. Duty calls.
Let me guess, the Burnwood woman.
That's right. Yates has arranged for the chief winemaker to take Burnwood and Tamara Vidal on a grand tour of the estate. Wants you to tag along.
Not for my sparkling personality.
What have you got?
I'm not sure what to make of it.
Falcon, I have a confirmed security threat. This is no drill. Over.
I don't have a clear shot. Reposition target into line of sight. Over.
Ma'am, enjoying the party?
A bit crowded for my taste.
Have you been down to the gardens? It's remote, quiet. You'd like it. Bring your friend.
I might just do that. She could use a bit of downtime. If only it weren't for the muscle. They follow us everywhere, I'm afraid.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Excuse me.
Our Cabernet Sauvignon.
Warmonger.
It's renowned for its complexity. You're likely to
Say,
recognize
since
notes
you're not
of
leaving
race
my
and
family,
blackberry fir.
would you mind slipping down to the gardens?
I don't
I'm
feel
dying
so
for
good.
a smoke, and I don't want to bother anybody.
Ah, yes. The vilification of smoke.
First thing I pick
A
up
bit
with
of
this one
systemic
is
nudging and public opinion
red
falls flat on its
sour
back.
candies.
Bunch of lemmings. Anyway, lead the way.
Wow. Right out of the gate. Timberberry with a sort of stroky note just nice to know.
Hold on. Target just reappeared. Confirm kill order. Over.
Gotta be kidding me. Hey.
How would you like to go to?
How many have you had?
I'm serious. You've
Take
seen
the shot.
In the
CIA, as a herald, you've done...
Target is down.
Target down.
Over.
It feels different up close.
You liked her.
She had a lot to answer for, and she would have become a threat, I'm sure of that. It's just... you're not supposed to get to know them, are you?
Well, better get on with it, Portugal. Next up, John.
I grew up here. These majestic plains were my playground. And the 30 years
I was an attorney. For 4 decades I served the law. Now, I serve something far grander. I serve the land. And the land of Mendoza longs to take it.
I grew up here. These majestic plains were my playground.
Greg, she's responsible for killing how many of our people? How could she be a herald? Maybe Vidal will trip her down the stairs. Those heels, an accident waiting to happen. Don't hold your breath. Vidal is a true believer.
Ooh-ah.
Nothing quite spoils a party like your guest's innocence.
Not just a pub, right? We're talking knee-deep. The whole place looked like a horror flick.
Of course, Yates came down and told the Bullsod in charge of the tanks a new one.
You'd think there was some kind of fail-safe mechanism or early warning system in place.
Yeah, you would, but you'd be wrong. If the pumps malfunction, the tanks overflow. That pretty much sums it up. So, pay attention to that pump flow. Unless you're in the market for an extra orifice.
Lightning never strikes twice. We'll be fine.
These fermentation tanks are accident-prone. If the pump malfunctions, the tanks overflow. This has happened before, provoking an appearance from Don Yates. It's likely to happen again.
Ay, por Dios, don't you think I would have flagged it if anything was wrong? It's a seal. He's doing what he does best. Sealing. Ay, Jesus mío, what do you want from me?
You know, I'm gonna cut you some slack because of the baby, but you might want to work on that attitude.
And so, it's just...
Yeah. We've all been there.
I was an attorney.
These majestic plains were my playground, and returning here to pick up the mantle of my ancestors seems just incredibly profound.
Our goal here at Vidietta Yates is simple. From our state-of-the-art winemaking facility to our capsule nursery, handpicked.
Say what? Who's there? Show yourself, cobarde! favor. Chiquito. What? Hey, hello. Anyone there? You need to show yourself. Whoever you are.
That's just great. Just stellar work, everybody. You really went above and beyond. Truly world class. Who was it then? Which of you ear-defining geniuses just poured half the goddamn harvest into the drain? Please, I'm dying to know. That I can only assume is a bold and poignant tribute to man's boundless stupidity. I see. Who wants to tell my wife? Who wants to break the news to sweet Valentina that someone took a giant piss all over her ancestral vineyard? Nobody? No volunteers to break my wife's heart. Show's over, people. Clear the floor. There's no plate. Oh, and somebody get Mr. Vargas a towel and a shot of horse tranquilizer. Unbelievable. How many millions? Yeah. Bunch of prize idiots. First,
Okay,
Burnwood.
am I missing out on something here?
It's supposed to be my big day. More than I ever deserved.
Looks like an accident. We'll need Shaw. He's going into the ground.
It's done. Now what?
Now, we strike at the heart.
Edwards. You know how to find him, don't you?
Why, Edwards finds you, 47. He is untraceable, and he never lets you forget it. He is cocky, and that will be his downfall.
What's the plan?
Too many eyes. Meet me at the olive grove at sunset. One last tango, 47.
Ever since the scandal that ruined her career.
Are you kidding? That's the perfect marriage.
Well, I'm sorry to burst your bubble.
Bienvenido to Viñeda Yates, señor. May I see your invitation, please?
Sir, this is a no-go.
Oh, no way. Guys like Yates don't retire. He can pretend he's going to be a full-time.
2, 1. We've been burning the midnight oil. And
Hi. Whatever.
Yates isn't winding down.
Mr. Yates? It's Aaron, sir, from the firm. I came as quickly as I could. Yes, sir, I have the files. Sorry it took so long, but I had to access our remote server to print everything, and I couldn't get my VPN to... Right. Sorry, sir. I'll be right inside. Oh, God.
If you want to come through, I'm gonna need to pat you down. Hey, stop twitching. You're not making my life easy here.
I would have left a message in the front desk if I'd known you would this. My case came up and needs some documentation.
Okay, everything seems to be in order here. Hey, yo, get to stepping, huh?
Hey, how are you?
Aaron Ford Jr. Don Yates is expecting me.
Okay, right this way, Mr. Ford.
Nobody? I mean, compared to some of the other power players at the party, a former lobbyist, a political advisor, why would Mr. Yates waste his time on a bunch of low-level bureaucrats? Even if they all wear the same
You
wig.
look like a lawyer, all right. You got that killer instinct.
It's a gift.
I take it Edwards told you to chaperone. Any idea why?
You know why.
Hola, soldado.
Trust is earned. Until Edward is satisfied you're not sailing under a false flag, I will be his eyes and ears. I meant why. I suppose I'm more perceptive than most. You will see very little. My guess is Edward's decision to make me a herald is not hilarious. We were at war about 5 years ago. Some people are funny like that, but not you. I admire the fact that you're lucky. Everyone says Providence is on fire.
So, what's your take on these items?
Do you keep catching the twinkle of that lady's diamond, or is it just...
One of the most gifted surveillance specialists ever to graduate. See that guy over there? That's Dorothy's fixer from New York. That?
Corvo, got a message from the boss. Duty calls.
Let me guess, the Burnwood woman.
That's right. Yates has arranged for the chief winemaker to take Burnwood and Tamara Vidal on a grand tour of the estate. Wants you to tag along.
Not for my sparkling personality. This Burnwood woman sure has his panties in a twist. Wonder what the deal is.
Yates' business is his business. Just get yourself ready and sign into the visitor center. Oh, have a drink on my behalf.
I don't drink. Makes me sense.
A private tour of the estate.
No.
Nothing quite spoils a party like your guests inexplicably dropping dead. Hello.
I was an attorney. For 4 decades, I served the law. Now, I serve something far grander. I serve the land. In the land of Mendoza.
I'd be surprised if they even noticed we were here.
Oh, hi.
About your backpack.
Not like I haven't been here before.
recuerdo.
Isn't someone else supposed to be doing this?
I bet they're talking about us up there.
Shit.
Now, what am I doing here?
Sounds like a shitty deal to me.
Honey, I'm so sorry. This doesn't feel good. I don't know. I think right now. Dreams.
Welcome to Vignetta Yates. I'm Gabriel Vargas, chief winemaker, and I will be your tour guide. Any questions before we start?
Yes, but they're all above your pay grade.
We're good. Lead the way, Senor Vargas.
Follow me.
Hey.
First stop on the tour is the production floor, where our prize-winning Malbec grapes are processed. Our equipment is state-of-the-art, including a drag-in freezer unit. And last but not least, our grape crusher, industrial size for your disposal purposes.
Interesting.
Follow me, please. Next on our tour is the fermentation atrium. In these spacious tanks, which could easily be able to contain a couple of hundred human bodies, the sugars in the wine are converted to alcohol. This is also where we squeeze the must into a fine juice using our grape presser.
Fascinating.
Come along. Final stop, the barrel room. Nothing dramatic, just wine biding its time. The vault next door contains our most precious bottles, but the access doors are made from ballistic glass and can only be unlocked from the security room high above our heads. So, unless you're the Sparrow, don't get any ideas.
Remarkable.
Here comes Mr. Yates.
Hey there,
now.
big boy.
Perfect timing.
Ah, it's Burnwood, is it
Seems like
not?
you're not cleared to
Don Yates. Pleased to meet you. You come very highly recommended. As chief of the Heralds, let me be the first to say welcome aboard.
Why, thank you, Mr. Yates. Rest assured that I will be following your every lead. Very closely.
Say, that reminds me. We're about to have a little Herald get-together up at the house. Just a modest toast to celebrate my forthcoming inauguration as constant. You are, of course, most welcome to join us. I believe you shall make a fine Herald, once the training wheels are off.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Capital, right this way, into the lion's den. Oh, almost forgot. Cortazar, please nip down to the wine cellar and tell Mr. Flowers, the sommelier, to prep the 1945 Grand Paladin and bring it up to the house for our special occasion.
Got it, Chief.
This area has restricted access. Lo siento, señor.
Flowers. Mr. Yates wants the 1945 Grand Paladin brought up to the house. Special occasion.
What? Did aliens land on the front lawn? Have the ghosts of Jesus, John Lennon, and Eva Perón unexpectedly come for dinner? Help me out here. What could possibly be so special?
Above your clearance, Flowers. Just fetch it already.
Fine.
The meeting in the root cellar. And judging from Yates's...
What's the passcode again?
Last year of World War II. You have to look it up?
Hey, how you doing?
Grand Paladin? His action irreplaceable. You don't drink the 1945 Grand Paladin any more than you would write a shopping list on the Mona Lisa. Ugh, men like Don Yates know the price.
Okay.
Check that out, would you?
Yeah, bueno.
Hey, Flowers. Over here. Come on, while we're young.
Sir, I present to you the 1945 Grand Paladin.
Huh. Somehow I thought it'd be bigger. Come on, Flowers. Guests are waiting. Go on, get yourself patted down. We're still on alert from all those big shots. EO's getting offed.
You wanna pass? I check your pockets. That's not up for discussion. You seem nervous. You got something to hide? Okay. You are good to go.
So here's the deal, Flowers. The boss is having a powwow with some employees, and discretion is the name of the game. I'm sure you figured that out already, you being a scholar and all. Don't discuss, disclose, or hell, even contemplate what goes down. Just set your mind to wool-gathering mode. You think you can do that for me, Flowers?
Worry not, Mr. Cortazar. I'm the very soul of discretion.
Good man. They're already at it. Go on, place the wine on the table. I'll pour it.
Decant.
Pardon me, Your Majesty.
I have always considered the heralds the unspoken heroes of Providence. The nervous system. Ah, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Flowers, our resident sommelier. I believe he has brought us something quite special. Perhaps you will educate us, Mr. Flowers.
This is the 1945 Grand Paladin, one of only 5 bottles in existence. The vintage is legendary, the proverbial unicorn wine. The year was hot, the wine's super concentrated, and thanks to hail and frost, the production was small. Only 300 bottles were ever produced. And when the vineyard was bombed during the closing days of World War II, only a single crate survived. It is said to have amazingly complex aromas with long, savory layers of fruit and spice flavors, and a silky texture. Enjoy.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Flowers. Feel free to stick around in case our guests have questions. This wine was gifted to me by the Arch Society in acknowledgement of my firm's legal services. It stands as a powerful reminder that Providence draws its strength not from force, but from partnership. We are but a few, and yet together we are unstoppable because we stand united. My friends, loyalty is everything, which is why we cannot allow traitors into our ranks.
Ah, yes. Here it comes.
This woman has waged bloody war on us. More than a dozen heralds and operatives dead. Your colleagues and clients, my friend, Ken Morgan. Not to mention the partners themselves, our founders, our benefactors. Make no mistake, this woman's hands are soaked in blood. Our blood. And Arthur Edwards, the new supreme head of Providence, is handing her the keys to the kingdom. Now, does that seem right to you, my friends? Does that sound like loyalty?
Absolutely
right.
Yes.
Perhaps Edwards simply recognizes talent when he sees it. Perhaps this is why I am also in the running to become constant. And following this childish outburst, I dare say I am in the lead. Dawn.
What the hell? You're lying, of course. Which only proves my point. You cannot be trusted, Miss Burnwood. This woman will be our downfall. That is, unless we take matters into our own hands. You are heralds, sworn to protect Providence against all threats, including inside ones. I have devised a plan. Together we can make it work, but you have to decide now, my friends. Are you with me?
Yes. I agree. Yes.
Yes.
Listen to yourselves. Don Yates is not even appointed constant yet. And already he conspires to betray his master. I don't pretend to understand Edward's every move, but I do know that this man is an opportunist and unworthy of office.
Then you are a traitor to the heralds. The room is against you, Tamara. Stand down now or share her fate.
Edwards will hear about this.
I think not. I am sorry, but you brought this on yourself. Mr. Cortazar? Escort Miss Burnwood to my office. I'll join you shortly.
Right. Move it. Let's go.
I'm warning you, Yates. This will not go your way.
We need to get our story straight. Diana Burnwood died today by the hand of her rogue Agent 47. Tamara Vidal, who saw through the assassin's disguise, was, alas, killed as well. This is what you will all attest to.
Yes. I agree. Yes.
I'm in. Yes.
You there, Command? Yeah, it looks like an accident. Over.
floor before Yates' goons turn impatient. Good. I was beginning to worry.
Were you?
No. Status?
Yates is down.
Well done. Finish what you need to do, and then meet me on the dance floor. Oh, and make sure to suit up. How did you know?
Your deal. That kind of power always comes with a price. What's yours?
I think you know. I am sorry. This is a necessary evil.
What have you done?
Ether brand neurotoxin. Transfers by touch. See, Edwards learns by his mistakes, 47. And as you've clearly demonstrated, brute force is futile. It had to be me. It was the only way.
To get this close.
My family. I know what you did. After all these years, I finally know.
I am sorry.
You didn't have a choice. I did. Providence used you, but I'm no better. All I saw was a blank slate, a weapon to wield. I told myself it was what you needed, but people aren't meant to be controlled. This is a kindness. Goodbye, Agent.